I'm going up there soon. Yeah.
Battling your way to the tallest place on Earth is an accomplishment for anyone.
I'm on the summit of Mount Everest. No words can describe.
But Mount Everest was only a 29,000-foot pit stop for climber Colin O'Brady, whose trip here to the top of the world
Stepping off the plane.
actually started at the bottom of it. Wow. Almost 5 months ago.
We made it! We made it! We made it!
That's Colin at the South Pole. He trekked there some 69 frigid miles, all on foot. Weeks later, he was doing the same thing at the North Pole, climbing over ice ridges and dodging polar bear tracks along the way.
North Pole! North Pole!
Now, it's a fair question to ask why. The answer? Colin was in search of an adventure called the Explorer's Grand Slam.
Tired legs, tired body.
It's a grueling test of endurance, requiring not only reaching both poles, but also the summits of the tallest mountain on every continent. That's 7 in all.
Summit of Mount Vincent! Woo!
Fewer than 50 people have ever finished the challenge. Only 2 have done it in under a year. But just 9 days ago, high atop Mount Denali in Alaska, Colin O'Brady made history. He had finished all 9 expeditions in just 139 days. At the age of 31, he had broken the world record.
Has it sunk in yet, or no?
I don't think it's fair to say it's sunk in yet. I've barely gotten one full night's sleep yet, so I think it will take some time.
We met up with Colin as soon as he was back down the mountain, still in a daze over what he had just done.
You were pretty sure you could do this. You weren't sure you could break the record, but you're pretty sure you could at least accomplish all 9 feats, right?
Physically, I thought it was very capable, but there was a lot of things that had to go our way.
Won't be too long. Hopefully we'll be standing up there. Gotta work.
Sometimes mountains push back. With Everest, it can be more like a shove.
Looking at all the various tombs and memorials to people who have passed away here on Everest, and
The danger was readily evident to Colin. At least 6 climbers died this year alone trying to make the summit. Colin himself barely made it. High winds forced him to abandon his first attempt. But he managed to summon the energy for one last push to the top.
I'd be lying to say if I didn't have doubts throughout this project. There's many times when the weather or just the loneliness or the tiredness, the fatigue really just hits so hard that you could wonder, can I go tomorrow?
we've climbed more than 10,000 feet today.
But every tomorrow had its own challenge, and every mountain its own clock.
We've been going for about 7 hours, 20 minutes.
He raced up Mount Kilimanjaro in Africa in less than 12 hours.
Woo!
Only to arrive at the summit in the pitch dark.
Congratulations, my friend.
How long does it take a normal person to get to Kilimanjaro?
Normally, Kilimanjaro is climbed in about a week, 6 or 7 days.
And you did it in less than 12 hours.
Yeah, just under 12 hours from
That's
the
insane.
beginning to the summit. Yeah, it was a big push.
Getting on the highway?
Colin's adventure started way back on Christmas Day.
Happy day, it's a little bit of a sad day.
Yeah, a little bit of a sad day.
That's Jenna Bisa, a fellow mountain climber driving him to the airport. Oh, and she's also Colin's fiance.
Where did he propose?
Colin proposed on the top of the third tallest mountain in Ecuador.
Of course he did.
Of course he did. Of course he did. He made me work for it.
4,800 meters, feeling pretty good.
They dubbed their operation Beyond 7-2. 7 summits, 2 poles. Colin climbed, Jenna planned.
Call Qatar Airlines and make sure that we can adjust that flight. Hey, man. Hi. Oh my God, it's so good to see you.
Jenna was his rock, or at least she tried to be.
Miss you like crazy.
You know, please be safe out there, Colin.
Do you have those moments, though, of doubt?
Of course I do. So my high school sweetheart passed away when I was 17. And to take on this project with Colin.
Drops off 1,000 feet or so below there, so I'm actually a little legit scared, I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
And know that he's potentially in harm's way is terrifying. But I have to believe that we have controlled what we can control and that the risks are being managed very carefully. But the fear is real. The fear is really real.
Just crossed that. Heart is pounding, but it's pretty awesome.
Colin always had a love of adventure, a thirst to experience everything. But while on a trip to Thailand back in 2008, he made a mistake. He got in on a popular beach party trick, a game of jump rope, only the rope was dipped in kerosene and lit on fire.
And it wrapped around my legs and had excess kerosene, sprayed me to my neck and lit me completely
just burst
on
into
fire.
flame.
Yeah. Threw the rope off me and dove into the ocean to put out the flames.
But it wasn't in time.
Yeah, it was, 25% of my body was severely burned, mostly basically mid-thigh down, both of my feet.
The pain he endured through his recovery, he says, taught him something about himself. Pushing his body to its limits gave him a sense of accomplishment like nothing else. So much so, Colin became a professional triathlete. But even that wasn't enough.
Just got to a point where this is great, but I would like to do more. It's been taking a lot of effort and work to set this goal and to do that.
So he and Jenna began touring elementary schools near their home in Portland, Oregon, telling kids about the fire and the power of setting goals, even seemingly impossible ones like completing the Explorer's Grand Slam. They ate it up.
We don't really know him, but we really want him to make it.
If he makes it, he will say that anything's possible. Yeah, possible. You can do anything even if you've gone through a lot.
No matter how hard it is.
Yeah, because that is really hard.
I'm pretty tired.
Just how hard was written on Colin's face when he finally finished on Denali. A combination of relief, exhaustion, and exhilaration.
Hey,
The first thing he did was call Jenna.
we made it.
She boarded a plane and flew straight to the glacier to meet him,
Oh my gosh, you guys.
to celebrate not one record, but two.
We did it.
I can't believe it.
Turns out Colin has not only broken the Grand Slam record, but in the process, he's also broken the 7 Summit speed record, too.
I hope that people take away from this the power of the human spirit. When you believe in yourself and you dream big, that anything is possible.
Why do we climb these mountains?
The answer for some is because they are there.
Well, this is one of the reasons for sure. To see what's on the other side.
For Colin O'Brady, the answer is simply because he believed he could.